Wow, I cannot believe I'm up here standing in front of each and every one of you, accepting such an amazing and rewarding award. This stuck is so symbolic of all of my hard work throughout the years. First, I would like to say how grateful I am to have been nominated for such an award. I have been working for so long and have dreamed about this since I was a little girl. Being nominated for being the funniest person in the world has been everything I could ever dreamed of. Ever since I was a little girl, everyone has told me that I was really funny, and I never really agreed with them because I honestly didn't think I was that funny of a person. Nonetheless, everyone kept telling me that I was the funniest person they had ever met, and I had no choice but to agree with them. Oh yeah. Sorry. One of my biggest influences is my Grandpa Jack. Everyone has told me how he was the funniest man I ever met, and even though I didn't know him for very long because he died when I was young, he is still one of my biggest role models. My mother always told me stories of how much alike we were, and that made me feel special because he was the funniest man that I ever knew from what I remember, and being told that he was funny and that we were alike was such a inspiration to me, and it was very encouraging. I would like to start my thanks off by thanking each and every one of you for being here on such a special night. I could not have done it without any of you guys for awarding me this such amazing award, because I know you all think I'm the funniest person ever. You don't have to say it. Second, I would like to thank my family for supporting me through my entire comedy career. I could not have done it without them supporting me through my long hours of saying jokes, and even they've been there for me when I was practicing my jokes, even if they weren't funny, but they still laughed and encouraged me. I would also like to thank my dog Juniper for being there with me before any of my big or little shows. Every time I would be nervous and going over my comedy, she would be there to encourage me and even find her own ways to laugh at my jokes. I could not have done it without her, and she is one of the reasons I am up here today. Some of you may be wondering how I managed to become the funniest person in the world, and I am here to tell you that it was not easy. When I was young, people would laugh at me, but not the way that I wanted to be laughed at. Some of my jokes were so bad that they would be laughing at my face instead of laughing with me. These nights were devastating, but still I persevered and continued to pursue my dream of doing comedy. One story that I have is before one of my big nights, I went up onto the stage, had all of my jokes prepared, and as soon as I got up there, I froze and completely forgot everything. This was so devastating, and I ran off the stage, bawling my eyes out, and was not gonna go back out there. But, of course, my little black dog, Juniper, was there to help me through it, and she told me in her own way, she barked at me to get back out there and tell my jokes. So I went back out on the stage, told all of my jokes like a boss, everybody laughed, and it was one of the worst and best nights of my life. I will leave you all with one last thing. Being funny is not for everyone, and if you think you're funny, you're probably not. Thank you, and have a great night.